Bobby Zlatkov, you are coming from Bulgaria and specifically from the capital city, Sofia. And your presentation was about from teacher to manager. Would you like to tell us a few things about your presentation?
Yeah, well, first of all, thank you for being here. Thank you for inviting me. It's my pleasure. Well, the reason I decided to do a session on becoming a manager after you've been a teacher is because A, this is a step that I took like 2 years ago, and B, because this is a topic which hasn't been explored that much. There isn't that much to read on it, especially when you're talking about becoming a manager in a teaching organization, in a school.
And a teacher must have some qualities, of course, in order to be a manager. Would you like to mention some basic ones?
Well, luckily I can say that something that sounds very reassuring is that as a teacher one can develop a lot of qualities which are useful for later when they become a manager, such as establishing rapport, praising or motivating people, bonding people, creating teams, time management, being organized, day-to-day planning, forward vision, and so on and so forth. However, the truth is that having become a manager after you've been a teacher, you do need some further training or further instruction in order to perfect your skills.
So you think that there is a simple way, there is a difficult way to develop as a teacher, as a manager?
Well, probably there is a simple way as well, but certainly it's not an easy way. I'd say it's very important to have experience, to gain experience, first as a teacher, then as a manager, trying this, trying that, trying to tap into the advice and the ideas of those who you've been working with, other managers, your colleagues, reading, trying to improve constantly, which is valid both for being a teacher and being a manager. And of course, having the desire to develop, to learn.
I am sure that you have done so much research. So what's your tip? What's your the most important tip that you would like to give?
Well, first of all, my credo as a teacher has always been respect your students, respect the people who you're working with, and this is the same that one can apply to being a manager. Respect your team, respect your colleagues, respect your line managers if you're the line manager. Another useful tip I could give is do read a lot, to try to explore, to find out, to speak to other people, but at the same time observe yourself, your weaknesses, your strengths, and observe your relationship with the others. Because we are talking about the relationship between a supervisor and somebody who is below you, but after all, in the first place we're people, and that's the basis we should stand on.
And my last question is, how do you see the future, the teacher to manager?
Okay, well, this is how I concluded my session. The conclusion was that it's not necessary for everyone to be a manager. I mean, it is a natural step for one who has the drive and desire and who'd like to share what they've learned stepping into this new position. But the fact that somebody's decided not to become a manager does not mean that they're not a good teacher and they cannot do a lot for the others. So it's a question of vocation. It's a question of probably a certain need that you feel. In the future, well, hopefully in the future there will be more supporting mechanisms for people, for teachers who decide to go into management. I mean, more specific research, more books, more workshops, more training.
Let's hope for that.
Let's do so.
Thank you so much for the interview. It is a great honor having you with us at the 24th Annual International Convention of TESOL Macedonia Thrace. Thank you so much.
The pleasure was mine.